What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, back at it with these two. Got the 2024 Acura TLX Type S and my 2024 Integra Type S. So now I'm about to do some similarities, but mainly the differences between these two, because I got a lot of comments saying nobody's done the comparison really between these two. So I did the driving comparison. Go check that out if you haven't. It was a previous video before this one, and now I'm about to do more so like daily driver features, things of that nature. So that's what we're getting into in this video. And before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell about the channel. Let's jump into it. So what we got here is the mid-size versus the compact size. So this is Acura, Honda's luxury brand, and my car was $52,000 base price, and the base price of this TLX Type S is about $58,000. And I feel ripped off because I already said before many times that the Integra is not the greatest value at all, and that also goes against the TLX. I already said it against the Civic Type R and pretty much any of its other competitors. It does stand alone for what it offers, but a great value it is not. The TLX, on the other hand, is a much better value. So my car optioned out was $58,000. So for $58,000, I could have had one of these, but I chose the Integra, manual elitist. But what do you get in the TLX Type S that the Integra doesn't have, and vice versa? Let's get into that now. First, let's go to the heart of the cars. Got both hoods popped. I already know that mine comes with a poverty spec hood, so I gotta do this the ghetto way. Lift it up. $58,000 well spent, prop ride. Now, haven't opened the hood of the TLX, but I know this thing gotta have some struts to it. Why wouldn't it have struts? I already knew it had struts, cause this is a true luxury car versus a rebadged Civic. So people say that a lot about the Integra Type S. Sad, but it's true. But great driving car. But the heart of the beast, we got a turbocharged 3.0 liter 6-cylinder engine with 355 horsepower and I believe 355 pound-feet of torque. Watch out for the review on this one, the full review. Haven't done that yet. But on the Integra Type S, we got a turbocharged inline 4-cylinder with 320 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. So we're missing 2 cylinders and down about 30-something horsepower. But this one is also all-wheel drive, SH all-wheel drive, super handling all-wheel drive. Amazing system, one of the best on the market, I believe. And then we got front-wheel drive, so this thing's going to have a little bit of torque steer, putting all that power to the front wheels. You can see these Brembos, and just glancing at the TLX, those things are much bigger. And on the driving impressions, I said the Integra had a better stopping power. The bite is great on here, but you got a lot more weight to carry with the TLX to stop. But those Brembos are huge on there too. It does its thing when it comes to stopping power as well. So don't sleep on the TLX at all. Gotta let y'all hear the exhaust next, because these exhaust tips, we got the tri-exhaust outlets here, and we got the quad outlets. I like the exhaust of both of them, and I do appreciate that the Integra got the bigger exhaust outlets over the Civic Type R. The Civic Type R, those two outside exhausts are smaller, but on here they're all big. On the TLX, they're just giant. They're like 4-inch tips on their stock. Maybe that's just estimate, y'all. Don't hold me down to that. Here's what we got going for the Integra, which I haven't compared them yet. We're about to do it together. The practicality of the Integra is better than the TLX. Just a larger opening, and that's not including just the trunk area. Let's go to the back seats too. after we check out the TLX. So the TLX got a soft touch opening trunk. This is a nice size trunk, but having a hatch, you're gonna have more practicality with that design. But this is a large trunk. Being a sedan, you get to lose a little bit. Also, the keys are different. So the TLX key is longer, and the I almost want to call my Integra the ILX sometimes, but the Integra, messing up still. You notice we got some missing buttons on here, so that's got an automatic start on the TLX because it is an automatic. Woo. And this is the manual, so we don't need that button. But what we do have on here, a couple other buttons too, but on the TLX we can pop the trunk. So see what happens when we do this on the Integra. Nothing. So the trunk button on the Integra just locks the trunk. It doesn't open the trunk. There's no trunk release on the inside. So that is terrible. Terrible, terrible. And the TLX does have a trunk open button on the inside as well, right there in the door. So when I pull up to Target, shout out to Target, I can open my trunk from the inside of the car without fumbling my keys. With the Integra, I just got to tell them, like, fill up under the little Acura sign. Wherever it is, I don't even know where it is. Yeah, fill up under there. You'll find it. Now let's talk about these back seats. It's my Integra. It is a room up. Door that was sitting in the front. Let me slide the seat up. Sitting in the back of the Integra. Got to watch my man bun. Slide the head to the side. And my man bun is on the ceiling in the back seat. There's a slope roof. When I have my hair down, it's not up here. But it's quite spacious. I got a ton of leg room. So let's go see what the TLX is like. I haven't sat in the back seat of that one yet. TLX. Got to slide the seat back again. My daughter's not even 5 feet. She be having the seat all the way back. Yep, still gonna hit the man bun coming in. And my bun is still on the ceiling. So it's not that much better, if at all. Like, this is not a high ceiling. I feel like the Integra might have had a little bit more space for the hair room. It shouldn't, but I don't know. That's just a guesstimation. Got a whole lot of leg room though. About the same as the Integra, to be honest though, because the Integra is a large. I said in some videos before, I don't see how that's a compact car, because it feels like a mid-sizer. And then this TLX, it's a little bit cramped in here, to be frank. It is to be a bigger car. It's definitely bigger on the outside, but the inside is, dare I say, smaller, kind of smallish for how big the car is. I'll give it this. It is much nicer, but I'll get to that in just a minute. But as far as size overall, they're about the same, to be honest. Oh, look what the TLX got that the Integra doesn't. On the Integra, all this is blank. In the TLX, we got USB-C, and we got vents. The Integra don't have vents. Also got a sunroof in here on the Type S. Now the A-Spec of the Integra has a sunroof, but the Type S doesn't. So that's why I'm really curious why this Type S has so many things, and they ain't even got to all of it yet. Then the Integra doesn't, which is wild. We also got a middle seat in the back too. So the Integra is just 2 cup holders in there. From the outside, the TLX does have a higher belt line. You can tell from looking at the side. What I mean by that, like where the windows are much higher than the Integra. The windows are lower on the Integra, actually substantially lower, so you get more visibility in the Integra. That's what makes the TLX feel a little bit more cramped too. And as far as like the height of it, they look about the same height, and the length isn't that much different either. Because the Integra is pulled back a little bit further, but looking from the side, let's go up to the front, but they're not that much different in size. Somebody pointed out, yeah, my bumper doesn't match. I just looked at the video of the short when I first got the car before they put the illuminated Acura sign on here. It was matched up, and the dealership, they got it messed up, so I got to take that in for that repair and get that straightened out. But TLX up front, it's a couple inches longer, maybe a few inches longer than the Integra, but the interior, you don't notice that. Because they're about the same, man, to be honest. That's wild. And the styling is very similar on them, but they're easily distinguishable to me. Some people said they look just alike, and they can't tell them apart. I don't see how you can't tell them apart, to be honest. Like, they do have the same design language, but they're clearly different. And the tire size on the Integra is going to be 19s versus the TLX, which is going to be 20s. Let's step inside the TLX, because this is where the differences really happen. Inside the TLX, we're going to notice we have memory seats. that is absent in the Integra Type S. It's on the A spec, but not the Type S. The TLX does have two different cluster design layouts, so I chose the different one on here. Otherwise, it'll look almost the same as the Integra. Steering wheel controls are a little bit different. The main difference, and we do have more features, a whole lot more features in here. It's crazy, like that trunk release button I mentioned. We do have a 360 camera. This whole gear selector thing it seems to take up a whole lot of space in here. Like, this is normally where cup holders could go, a manual shifter if it were there. This is a lot of space for nothing. You can't do anything with it. And we do have this trackpad. I'm gonna talk more about that in another video, but this kind of use this like a laptop. You use it to get on the screen up here, but have you to know this ain't touchscreen at all. I know I said in Mazdas you can make that a touchscreen when it's at least parked, but in this car you got to use this fully. It's no touchscreen at all. We do have the heated and ventilated seats with automatic climate for that, so once the vehicle reaches the selected temperature, the heated and ventilated seats can dial back or dial up if necessary. So I think that's a cool feature to have. So they both have ELS. It sounds better than the TLX. The TLX is a much more premium car than the Integra. Flat out, it's just every touch, it's more premium, a lot more premium. Like they don't feel like the same car. It feels like a Honda versus the Acura basically. And this car, so much more nicer. Every touch point, super soft, very comfortable. And the ELS, even this one has like one more speaker. I think it's 17 speakers in here versus 16 in the Integra, or 17 versus 14, 16 versus 14. I don't know, but it just sounds like a higher clarity in here, and the bass is better. Next thing, and this could have been the first thing, y'all know what I hate most about my Integra, and that's the seats. These seats are worlds better. These seats have to be in the Integra at some point. Even if they don't get the Type R seats, they need these TLX seats or something similar, because these seats, like, look, it looks like it got a landing strip coming down the middle. Now, the designs are similar. I'll show you all in the Integra in just a moment here. But these are either 14 or 16 way seats. That is wild. I got electronic thigh support on here. I can adjust that. The lumbar, the side bolster, and I can adjust that, as well as like forwards, backwards. You know how seats normally work. But these seats have so much more customization as opposed to the Integra. The Integra, the passenger seat is manual. This one's power. The TLX did not come to play with his younger brother, and it shadowed him in many ways, and kind of jealous of all these features that it does have in here, because my Integra is my daily driver. The TLX is a much better value, like dollar for dollar. Even though this is more than the Integra, as a daily driver, the TLX is a much better car. You sacrifice a little bit of sportiness to it, but it's still a very sporty car. It's down on power, but you're not going to notice that on paper. Like, people give too much credit to horsepower. This car is going to feel every bit as fast as everything else. And if you're not professionally racing, this 355 horsepower is more than adequate to get you going. And before getting out the TLX, got to highlight a couple other things. It does have ambient lighting. The efficiency, only been averaging 15.4 miles per gallon. That's less than what the EPA estimates are. So the Integra is going to win on that one. But one function that I noticed, when you turn the car off, the radio stays on. In the Integra, the screen just shuts off. On here, I can turn the car off and still listen to my music. I wonder if the headlights can turn off when you actually turn them off. The Integra, you can't turn the headlights off unless you initiate the park brake. I can't even make it to the Integra yet, because once you lock the doors on here, the mirrors are going to fall. That's a premium feature to have. All right, here's my Integra. I do like the seat design in here better, but these seats are garbage. Like, side bolstering is not there. The lateral bolstering is just not there. Hard seats. These are very hard seats. Not comfortable for the long haul. They're just very firm, like overly firm. The TLX is much more plush. No memory seats. They took the memory seats out of the Type S. It was in the A spec. Quick glance at the TLX seats. It does have like a thin black strip going down the middle, which is micro suede, and it does feel good to the touch. Premium leather, even on the doors. Like, that's more premium than what you're going to get in the Integra. We do have these metal finishes across the dash. The TLX, man, got it. I can't stay away from it. All right, back to the Integra. I'm greeted over here by plastic. Now, coming inside the car, like, even the door handle, this isn't going to feel as good as the TLX. This is not as soft as the TLX. Looks good, but the padding isn't there. Now, I do like the way the interior is designed on the Integra. It's more simplistic. The TLX just seems like it has a lot of bulk everywhere. Like the dash just seems big for no reason. Like the gear selector is like, see, I got a wireless charger down there, and the TLX is just buttons for the gear selector. And then I got the manual here with the same stuff as the TLX. It would be like pushed up here, but then I got 2 cup holders, and I got a storage space in the middle. So the Integra took this from the Civic, which I think is a great design cue. The Civic, it goes all the way across. I do like the interior design in here much better. It's more simplistic and more spacious, a more airy feeling cabin. Oh yeah, the TLX does have home link. You ain't got none of that crap in here. The efficiency, I'm getting 19.5 miles per gallon, and that's fresh off of a fill up. So I normally get like 20, 21. So the efficiency in here is gonna be better. The Integra does have ambient lighting, but it's like, they might as well have just not added it. It's only white, and it's like a small strip right up under here. They could have left it out. The TLX, you get to change it to so many different colors. It's great looking in there, and here it's just white all the time, even no matter what sport mode you're in. And the wireless charger in here barely works. That's why you see I got this cable in here. My phone rarely ever charges. It's always flashing because this is a weak pad. The TLX is a better pad. It actually works. So when I said that the TLX isn't touchscreen, boom, we're touchscreen in here. Dang, why is he always on? And actually the steering wheel feel is much better. The steering wheel in the TLX feels a little bit hollow. This is a solid steering wheel, and it comes with like 4 different steering wheels for the Integra. Something I give credit for the Integra for, they actually have a Type S in here. On the TLX, they got like a regular Type S in there. When I get a car like this, I want to see my actual car. Like on here, when you turn the car off, you're going to see that Type S. We need that. The TLX just got the basic one. I don't like that. Aside from ruining my man bun, the TLX got a whole lot going for it. The Integra also has a whole lot going for it. It just depends on what kind of shopper you are. So if you want a daily driver that's great at handling, sporty, has a great exhaust note, luxury features out the wazoo, and a better value, TLX. But the passion. If you want the manual, literally the only reason I got this car over the TLX is the manual. If driving is your thing, if driving is your passion, you want a great manual, one of the best in the business, they all say, and I tend to agree, Integra Type S is the way to go. It's going to be more thrifty if you drive like you're supposed to. I'm kind of hard on mine, so my efficiency isn't there. I haven't been that hard on the TLX, and you see what the efficiency is, but this is not as nice as the TLX. Better daily driver. This is a track weapon. This is a true track weapon. Don't let the Acura badge fool you. This is a track weapon. You will see it shine on the track. That's where, like on the street, you might not notice it because you got to take it up to the limits. But on the track, this car shines. Which one would I recommend? Honestly, both. I can't make that choice for you. You got to use what you look for, what you cherish the most. And I said luxury sport. That is a luxury sports sedan. And this is a sedan that's sporty, luxurious, but this is more fun to drive to me. Still happy with my choice. I would not sell my car for one of those. Maybe I can replace this one with one of those, but for me personally, as much as I like the features of the TLX, I just couldn't do it. And like I said, the only car that I could replace this with is a Blackwing, and it's not the CT4V, it's the CT5V. So that would give me all I need in the sedan. The Integra is not going anywhere. I'm going to keep it. Still a lovely sedan, even though compared to this, it doesn't seem like much. Still love my Integra, not going anywhere. If you got anything to add, please drop a comment. Let me know. We can discuss it down there. But I'm going to let you all go. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.